aggressive right now. This might be going in off Sad Jr. Oh, it doesn't even need to go there. Cronovi's going to manage to get that one in.
Cronovi does it all here. He pushes the ball down the right-hand side, flicks it up into the enemy box, and just managed to get that light touch. Just chip it over. Kyle couldn't get that save. 3-0 now in favor of Cosmic. They're really starting to heat up in the latter part of this game.
You've said it before, but sometimes it just really looks like Cronovi's playing with a protractor the entire time. These angles are just out.
It's ridiculous. Like the way that he angles his car, and you'll see him at last minute kind of flick of the thumb just to get that perfect angle.
There too.
Sad Jr. for the bicycle kick. Oh, Kyle.
Nice save there.
Saves the day. Minute and a half, of course. 3-0 is not too crazy. We have seen comebacks of that deficit with this time left.
And I think that the Kings of Urban are playing pretty well. They got punished on a few simple mistakes.
Cronovi? Hello?
Cronovi with a bold pass to Gibbs there.
That's not a pass. There's no way he's passing that to his goal. He was on the goal line. That was a monumental mistake. And Gibbs said, don't even worry about it. Best defensive player in the league right there.
Cronovi going up in the aerial.
Wow.
That is a beautiful set. No one there to take it, though. Oh, Sad Jr. trying to get this one out. Fireburner is there to keep it dangerous. Oh, Gambit with a beautiful aerial. Cronovi, he sees this. He's going to try to set something up here.
40 seconds left. Still down by 3. Cronovi goes up, puts the ball into the box. Gibbs, you had one job, Gibbs. Just put it in the back of the net.
Cronovi's going to steal that.
I'll put it in. And that's going to be Cronovi's hat trick as well. Now sits at 3 goals, 7 shots. Very impressive. 430 score, the highest score right now for Kings of Urban is 135 from Kyle. Not the highest amount you would like to see.
Yeah, I mean, when we actually look at the shots on goal, it's not coming up for me. It doesn't look like it's going to matter. It looks like they might be able to clinch this one up with 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
You haven't seen anything from Kings of Urban. It makes you think, okay, we've got a good game. Cronovi has 8 of the team's 10 shots right now. And meanwhile, on the other side, just 6 shots overall from Kings of Urban, yet to convert a single one of them. 27 seconds left. The time will be ticking. 5 minute. Kyle puts it in the box. Gambit can't get it. Sad Jr. with a fast break, looking to add more insult to injury. Of course, goal difference doesn't particularly matter in this case, just because it will be going off the regular league goal difference as opposed to the series goal difference. So it's all about trying to get the wins, Rich.
Yep. This is going to be the end of this game here. If it ever hits the ground, we'll see. They might be able to sneak in one here. There we go.
Now you score at the very end with a nice little aerial 1-2.
Classic Kings of Urban. Classic.
They score and it doesn't matter. Kings of Urban, of course, will be 1-0 down in the series. Cosmic take the first game very convincingly with a 5-1 lead.
Yeah. You've already mentioned shots on goal. We're seeing a lot more from Cosmic Aftershock, and that pressure is really going to be the thing that matters. But I will say, I don't think the Kings of Urban had a terrible performance there. I could see them.
I disagree completely.
Oh, you don't think they played well?
No.
I think they put on a decent amount of pressure. I think they might be able to.
They didn't score. They scored at the very end, which doesn't
score.
Doesn't mean anything though. You've scored with 0 seconds left when Cosmic have said, all right, you can't win anyway.
The pressure they came out with though at the beginning of the game, if they manage to get that pressure again and build momentum, they might be able to steal one or two. Well, right now I'm confident.
This is going to be a swift. This is a swift 4-0. This is going to be the swiftest of swift 4-0s, and let me tell you why. Cosmic are ahead of Kings of Urban in terms of talent. And also, when you look at everything that's been happening with Kings of Urban outside of the game, in terms of rosters, arguments clearly coming in, there's no way they're going to have the morale. Their heads aren't going to be in the game as well as they would have been without all the turmoil. It's just not going to happen, Rich.
And also, we're not sure who this MW is.
I'm pretty sure it's Kyle. They told me Kyle was going to be playing.
They told me too, but I'm not sure why he would play with... oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely not Kyle right now. It's one of their subs.
Oh, so it's a sub from regular season?
Yeah.
That needs to be checked, otherwise they instantly forfeit. Just throwing that out.
Yeah, we will check that right now. It doesn't look like it's going to be an issue, though, if Cosmic can clear this up. I thought they were playing with Kyle when we talked to them earlier. But Gibbs has managed to clear this one out of the goal. Kronovi and Gibbs with a beautiful play. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Fireburner's going to try to turn this around with Gambit. Bunch of interesting play, though. Passing back and forth. Sad Jr., though, off the wall. If he's able to center this, Kronovi's going to knock this in.
Oh, going to go in off.
Going to go
back to Fireburner anyway. 1 out already in favor of Cosmic, as we just try to get confirmation from our league admin to make sure that Star MW, whoever that may be, was actually on the regular season sub list. If not, that would actually mean there's a forfeit because the transfer window closed. When did it close?
September 28th.
September 28th. So that would be an illegal player playing, and that would just be an instant forfeit. Cosmic Aftershock would win. So maybe Kings of Urban trying to pull out something sneaky. I miss Kyle though.
Yeah, I miss Kyle too. I'm really curious to see where he ends up going.
Kings need Kyle.
They really do. It's an interesting move on their part. Got to talk to Kyle about it a little bit earlier on, and he was saying it was more of Gambit and Fireburner's decision, just thinking maybe the defensive role that Kyle was playing wasn't exactly what Kings of Urban needed at this time.
Okay.
It wasn't any bad blood or anything like that. They weren't supposed to actually tell him until after the finals actually happened, but they got to talking earlier, and Kyle was just decided he was going to start looking for a new team. I tried to get
didn't want to play in the finals.
I'm not really sure. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just because of the nature of trading him. But he told me, he won't tell me any more than this, but he said that big things are happening. He's already talking to some people about forming a new team to potentially try to get into Rocket League Season 2. But for now, we see Kings of Urban without Kyle Maskin. That's definitely not paying off for them. We're going to double check to make sure this is a legal player.
It's a legal player.
It is legal?
We got full confirmation.
Right.
As Gambit actually puts one in, ties up the score. 2 minutes 18 still to go. First time we've seen Cosmic look potentially challenged in this game.
We're going to skip the replay, but yeah, 2 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock, and we had an equalizer. Gambit's going to actually win this face-off, but Kronovi's going to manage to chip it back in. I'm curious to see if Kronovi can actually turn this into a goal. We have Sad Jr. setting it back up for him off the wall. Kronovi with a nice angle, but Gambit's managed to clear it out. Gibbs, though, in the back of the net, making sure nothing's getting in. Fireburner quickly sends it back in. Only a minute and 55 seconds left, and the game is knotted up at 1-1. I think this could go to Kings of Urban. I really do.
You're crazy.
Many people have said that to me.
You're an optimist for the underdog every time, which is why you owe me so much Chipotle, because I always just pick the clear favorite to win and win.
One day, there will be a Cinderella story.
Yeah, one day it will, and then everyone's going to remember you as a god. But until that day, I shall keep racking up free Chipotle, Rich, because that's just how it works.
All right, well, we know that Gambit has full boost right now. He just grabbed that canister. He's not using it at all. He is...
Yo, that's dipping.
Oh, he's using it to try to get back there. Saving that boost really paid off. He managed to get that out, but they're not out of the woods yet. They cleared it, but Gibbs is going to quickly get it back.
That's not a good clearance at all, though. That's going to fly straight at Gambit off the crossbar. Can Gambit finish? Tries to tuck it bottom right, can't. Final 60 seconds. Fireburner now looking to try and put the ball back in. It looks as if Sad Jr. is going to try and go off the wall. Switches it to the other side of the pitch, and unfortunately no one's going to be there. Kronovi had to drive very quickly over there to get there. He does play an aggressive pass. 45 seconds left. Sad Jr. completely botches his aerial again. Gibbs not with the best clearance at all, and that's a shot on target. Luckily though, Kronovi is in a position to lay that one over to Sad Jr. Back up to Kronovi. Can Kronovi put it back in the box? Plays it, but no one there for the rebound.
Oh wow, this is going to get past Gambit, but this new sub.
Yeah, where is Kyle right now? That's what we need. Where is Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle would. I think if Kyle was on the team right now, they'd be winning. But that is another issue. Gambit's playing incredibly well right now.
Kronovi, double touch. Gambit with a beautiful save. 12 seconds, final 10 seconds now. Gibbs tries to put the ball up. It's going to go straight to Kronovi. He doesn't actually connect with the aerial the first time. Sad Jr. with the touch. This one looks as if it could be going to overtime. The ball is going to bounce, and it will go to overtime. So game 2 in the best of 7 between Kings of Urban and Cosmic, proving to be a little tougher than that game 1. And that's a shot on target already. Sad Jr., no problem, straight at him. Fireburner, though, immediately being aggressive.
Yeah, all 3 of the players of Kings of Urban were trying to get aggressive there. One of them just dropped back. Kronovi with a nice touch on that aerial, but he's not quite able to clear it. Gambit once again grabbing the full boost. He's trying to make something happen here, but we have Gibbs and Kronovi beating down on this goal. Fireburner manages to clear it up. Sad Jr. waiting in goal. Now all 3 members of Cosmic Aftershock are trying to be defensive.
Yeah, they need to. They don't want to concede here. The ball goes up from MW. Fireburner with a touch off the crossbar and in. I cannot believe it. The Kings of Urban have scored.
Should have put Chipotle on it.
You should have done, Rich.
I was right.
See, but you didn't bet anything on it, so technically I was right.
All right, so we are going to see in overtime Kings of Urban taking a game away from Cosmic Aftershock.
I'm impressed. I think a lot of kind of slow tempo gameplay happened there from Kings of Urban. Sorry, from Cosmic Aftershock, which ultimately cost them. You didn't see that same fast-paced tempo, something that you've kind of pointed out throughout the regular season. When they stop playing their game and start trying to adapt, it kind of goes wrong a little bit.
Yeah.
Because at the very beginning when Rocket League came out, Cosmic was so dominant, it was just, we're going to play our game. No one else can play our game. We're going to dominate. Whereas now it's like, we've seen teams come out and beat them. Kings of Urban, VQ Untethered. And we've seen teams come close, like a couple of the European teams. So it's very much now as if they're kind of slowing down. They're trying to overthink things at times, I feel. It's like, just play your game.
I really feel like they are. Yeah, they're their own worst enemy. But we'll see if they come out here right now. They should be able to beat Kings of Urban. I'm relatively confident in the series.
Upsets always happen. Whenever you get to the season final, upsets happen. And I think when I look at the bracket overall, I think there's definitely potential that Cosmic Aftershock don't make it to the grand final.
I think there is potential for that too.
I think an upset is bound to happen. I think if we see a Cosmic Aftershock VQ Untethered grand final, I would be surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be a sick grand final. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good grand final, but I'm saying to get there with a bracket, single limb, upset happens.
I'm very interested to watch this unfold. Really quickly though, I did slightly misspeak when I was talking about Kyle and how he's going about finding his new team.
What did you say?
I said that he was already like kind of talking to people, which was taking it a little bit too far. What he just said to us was he has something in the works. So a little bit more mysterious. A little bit more mysterious.
That's the exact same thing.
Okay. Well, I wanted to clear it up. Sad Jr. with the immediate goal.
I mean, there's nothing too clear up. That's pretty much what you said.
That's pretty much what I said.
That's exactly what you said. Hey, Kyle, stop being a baby.
Kyle's a mysterious man. Wants to keep this
very mysterious. Do you actually not know what Kyle's doing?
I actually don't know what Kyle's doing.
So I can actually come out and say, on the record, Kyle's going to allow me to say this. So Kyle reached out to me about a week ago.
No.
And he was saying how, hey, so I want to make a God Squad. I was like, yep, I understand why you've reached out to me now.
Oh, this is cool.
And he goes, well, you know, originally I was going to ask Rich, then I watched him play, and I realized he was pretty bad. I was like, he is pretty bad. And he's basically asked me to be the captain of the team.
Okay.
Me and Kyle, we're LF1 right now. We're potentially thinking about picking up Puckett because, you know, Puckett's like twice the player you'll ever be, Rich. So that's basically the intel from Kyle Mask himself.
All right, we're gonna have a little bit of tournament.
Confirmed
by Kyle.
Kyle himself has just confirmed all those rumors are in fact true.
Sad Jr. gonna try to.
I want to see a post. I want it to be #1 on Reddit. Benson and Kyle LF1. If I don't see it on Reddit, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Now Kyle is mad at you. We're hearing from the control room. He wants it to be very clear that he is not making a team, and he is definitely not making a team with Benson. I added that last part, but I wanted to make
that's actually not true at all. Kyle is extremely excited to be teaming with me. Finally, it's been his career-long dream, and he's finally able to get it at a ripe old age of 15. No idea if Kyle's actually 15. He's probably much older than that.
I think he's in college.
Well, he's definitely not 15 unless he's a boy genius. But anyway, moving on. Cosmic Aftershock 1-0 up in this game number 3 of the best of 7.
Kronovi's going to set it up. Sad Jr. trying to get the angle here. He's not quite able to get it. Gambit.
Oh, you just schooled Gibbs. You schooled him. I love it. Gambit, why are you driving like my grandma? Like, come on, put a bit of speed behind the ball.
That was a nice dribble, regardless of speed. But we're going to see this right in front of the orange goal. Not able to get it. Fireburner does get the boost there, but Sad Jr. is actually going to get put down by MW. This new player is not playing bad, but still, definitely no Kyle. Sad Jr. manages to beat out the blue player, getting it on the blue side. Kronovi's here to tap this back in. This could be a goal for Cosmic Aftershock. Even though all 3 players are back, Kronovi's in very good position right now to score. Trying to set up a play with Sad Jr. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Only 1 goal for Cosmic Aftershock. A relatively low-scoring game, but it does look like they have the pace back under their control.
I don't know. It's weird. I kind of contradicting my original thoughts of the series. Going into game 1, you saw Cosmic play their own game. Game 2, they slowed down. And now in game 3, I feel like if they're not careful here, if they lose this, I think they may actually lose this best of 7. This
My
is a big
optimism
game.
appears to be contagious.
I mean, no, it's just strange watching a team change the way they play so drastically.
Yeah.
It looks like we're watching a completely different team.
It's really a tempo thing, too.
Right.
I mean, right now, Kings of Urban, they're playing relatively well, but I kind of think at the end of the day, a lot of what we're seeing is what you said, the change to how Cosmic Aftershock's playing. And I don't necessarily think that there's Kronovi with the goal. I don't necessarily think that that's going to cause them to lose it against this team, just with how they're playing right now. But most of the goals that Cosmic Aftershock has scored already throughout the series, they were off of mistakes from Kings of Urban. So being more aggressive will kind of create more of those mistakes. But regardless, I think they're going to manage to pull it off.
What happens when they go up against greater competition now? That's my fear.
I could actually see them choking, really kind of not playing their own game. And I think if they play DQ Untethered again today, that team in particular.
We actually just got news just in from Kyle Mask himself. He's actually being picked up by TSM in replace of Dyrus to play top lane. We'll see him in the NALCS next year. Congratulations, Kyle.
Kyle's going to come to the studio right now and challenge you to a game of Rocket League and or beat you in a one-on-one fist fight. All right, Kronovi trying to set up a goal here. That is nice center, but is managed to get cleared by the Kings of Urban. Sad Jr. trying to keep this aggressive. Kronovi dropping back, grabbing the boost, eyeing the field from the other goal. Gibbs maybe looking for something here, but he's up against Fireburner. He manages to beat him out. Kronovi off the wall, tries to set it up, but does whiff. Gibbs gets the boost, drops back, going to make sure that he is in goal to try to stop any aggression from the Kings of Urban. But with 30 seconds remaining on the clock, it looks like they may have locked this game up. Kronovi's going to go up, and he's unable to score. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. I don't know if the Cinderella story is going to continue any further, especially with Sad Jr. managing to get that one in.
There's your answer. Sad Jr. fires the 3rd goal of the game home. With 17 seconds left, it's looking good for Cosmic to go 2-1 up into the best of 7. Of course, best of 7, first of 4 if you need esports or maths, either one. Whenever he goes up, unable to connect with the second touch. Final 9 seconds left. Just really waiting for that ball to hit the ground. And it should be good. Gambit's going to put another one home, but with 2 seconds left, they're not going to be able to score twice. So this game is over. Cosmic Aftershock go 2-1 up in the series.
Yeah, we're seeing pretty decent play from both teams. Not entirely surprised.
Nothing too
crazy. I mean, this is their first game of the day. I did see a few of the players talking about scrimming, but who knows if they're all as warmed up as they should be. All right, that's officially the game.
Well, as Cosmic Aftershock lead the best of 7, 2-1 against Kings of Urban, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll finish out the second side of the best of 7.